La la. Bingo. Freaking mango. So yes, guys, it's October. It's that time of year. You know what that means. Last 2 years I've played this tournament. The Midlothian Tennis Club Challenger, baby. So I'm not a member here, but I infiltrate the ranks regardless and see if I can steal the title. An outcast, a pariah, coming in and just taking what's not his. That is the ultimate goal. Playing round one tonight. We'll take a look at the draw here in a second, but I think I'm the heavy favorite based off of this guy's UTR account that I checked out. So I'll show a couple highlights from this one. Hopefully I make it to the next round, maybe some highlights from that one, but ultimately this video will surround the championship match because I'm going all the way. I'm calling it. I am manifesting it, as the kids do nowadays. Stay tuned. Should be good. Let's do it. So here we go, round one. This was against a UTR 4, otherwise known as a 3-5, I'd say, but I would beg to differ and say this guy was highly underrated. And here are a couple highlights, including the softest hands, sleeping with gloves full of Vaseline at night are paying off. Just kidding, that's disturbing. I don't do that. But yeah, under the lights on the clay courts, good to see as I come in. We were warming up, and again, on paper, I should have blown this guy out the water. He even said, I think the agenda tonight is for you to kick my can. And you know, maybe he was playing mind games, maybe he's being just genuinely nice, probably the latter. But in the end, he was a little bit less straightforward than I anticipated. In the first set, I didn't come out swinging. I was a little bit discombobulated. And in the second, he made a daring comeback from 5-love, almost bageling him to 5-4. But in the end, I got the job done, 6-3, 6-4 in straight. So not a overwhelming measure, but over the line nonetheless. Into round two, and let's jump straight into the tiebreak, baby. Love 3. I'm in trouble. The title could be a semi-early exit as everything hangs in the balance. But I rattle off 2 points in the row, stretching, vying, scrambling, and resetting the point, and then he gets caught in no man's land as I level the scoreline in the decisive breaker against Radical Lefty. That has nothing to do to his political affiliation or ideology, more so
oh shit, I forgot this was
the racket that he wields and his southpawness. I thought that was a clever nickname, if I do say so myself. In the end, it's 4-5 down the line, stretching him, finding my way in, but he comes up with the goods when he needed it most to level it all up and then eventually go up a point. So high tension here. I had the family watching, but at the changeover, 6-all, and would go on to take the lead again. So undulating back and forth pendulum on the scoreboard. This is good stuff. High drama nail biter. I looked over at my wife and kid, thought they'd be absolutely on the edge of their seats, and of course they weren't even watching, but I'll forgive him. He's 2. Here we go. I'm in, and that is close as it can get. And I hate that seemingly he might be cynical and want to call me out on it, but I think the camera, the playback, does me justice, and it is the right call in the end. Would get it to match point at 9-7, and talk about finishing with a flourish. This is a good match point right here as I make my way into the net, where I'm starting to feel more and more comfortable. How's that? Wingspan stretching, putting it away, not trying to do too much. And he asked a couple questions, but I had all the right answers. Good to see as I stumble over the finish line in the round 2. And yeah, here's a look at the draw. It was a small tournament, nothing to write home about, fun nonetheless. I was in the 3.5 and above bracket. I was actually the the number 1 seed, as backwards as that sounds. So it goes to show that yeah, the real high caliber players were on fall break, let's say. So into the final a little bit earlier, so the lights a little bit friendlier as the glowing hue of the nasty gold bulbs start to set in here. But yeah, this kid was quick as a cat. 18 years old, maybe? I could be wrong, but around there. He's a young gun, that's the point. And actually an employee. I think he's the janitor. So part-time employee and full-time tennis player. If you catch my drift, he's probably playing after hours just about every day. And look at him scrambling. But also wears his emotions on his sleeves. You can hear his distaste for that point, the way it concluded, not able to hit the very tough down the line. So little patience with himself, but I guess that's to be expected with a younger mind. Here we go, the wheels on the kid and the slide. Skirt. And that is not a good touch, but yeah, I got the job done on that one. So this guy 3.5, but on the rise. You can see he's a little bit choppy in his technique, but he still gets a lot of balls back, and he hustles and bustles. So he's yeah, he's just gonna deceptively good, if I can put it like that. And here's a little bit of drama. That was a decisive point, and he's not happy with my call. I must, full disclaimer, I am not a cheater. I make all the right calls with the best intentions. But let's watch this one back on the camera and see if there's any conclusive evidence that, again, can justify the call. And yeah, good luck. Not with that lighting. So I guess we'll never know. But again, I make all the right calls with the best intentions. And the hands on the kid. Let's freaking go. That would be a rare hold. I was struggling all first set to get the hold, which was immensely irritating. I'd go up 30-love and then I'd capitulate and surrender the game to him. So we went back and forth in the first set. Eventually I would get that pivotal break, excuse me, the pivotal hold, and go on to break. Nice little point there. I take the first set 6-3. And then in the second, we both raised our level, taking care of our serves, doing the basics well, and even had a 30-shot rally, which I did not capture on camera, unfortunately. But man, that was a euphoric point that I'll never forget. Unfortunately, he came out on top on that one. But in the critical moments at 4-all, I would hold and make him serve for it with his back against the wall. And at this point, I was starting to really cook on the forehand, hitting it with some confidence. Yeah, I don't even think I hit a single backhand in this rally. And yeah, the bruising forehand doing enough damage. I believe this is match point here. And again, it's just the fear hand all friggin' day. Eventually I say screw this, and I pull a little bit of a razzle dazzle to get the championship. So there it is. Am I happy I won? Not as much as I am content that I didn't lose and that I did what I was supposed to do against the 3-5 level. That's all I got. Subscribe to the channel and remember that Trashman Tennis, all at the tennis trash.